Well, folks, we have a beautiful sunny day today, but it is bloody cold still. That wind is really biting, so I ducked in here to try to get out of the wind, so hopefully you can hear me okay. Right now we're beside the lock at Fenelon Falls. Just wanted to get out and go for a ride. It's a beautiful sunny day, like I say. My initial plan was to go, well, I was hoping, first of all, let me back up again. My initial hope was to be get to our marina this weekend because they were trying to sort of maybe get the marina reopened. However, that's not going to happen. It seems like there's more cleanup work that has yet to be done. So right now, the update there is they are allowing the boaters whose boats were affected, damaged, destroyed, whatever, when the roofs collapsed. They're allowing them in, I think, starting this weekend or even coming through this coming week. However, it's not open to everybody else, namely us folks who are fortunately not affected directly by the marina collapse. So that means that the people like us who have boats at the marina, but they weren't damaged when the roofs collapsed, we're not allowed in till the 29th, I believe it is. So that's going to be the following weekend. So I am looking forward to getting back there and showing you guys around and just seeing what it looks like. I mean, you've pretty much seen it all, but it'll be interesting to just see what it looks like now because all the boats are out of the water, they're on land. And as I mentioned, they're just doing the final cleanup there. So, plus I want to get back to Boogaboo. With any luck, I'll take my big truck over with the ladder and climb up onto the boat because I still want to hopefully get the stereo head unit out of there and then take it in and see if we can have it serviced because again it's just not working anymore. So yeah, that's pretty much the update for the marina and what's happening there. There we are, should be standing with more water behind me. The backup plan for today, we were actually going to go up to Lock 45 at Port Severn because we were there a couple weeks ago. And again, it was super cold and everything was frozen, tons of snow. But as you can see, the water is opening up and the snow is mostly melted everywhere. So I was hoping to go up there today, fly the drone, show you guys what it looks like up there. But again, it's windy and that windy, that windy wind is cold. So I didn't want to really fly the drone, especially when the gusty wind is blowing around. So here we are. We're in Fenelon Falls just as a side trip because it is a nice sunny day. And yes, we've been cooped up inside the house far too much this winter. And so it's just nice to get out on the road. And since we're all the way down at Fenelon Falls, if you know, what's just a few miles down the road that way, yes, Buckhorn. So I think I talked Inca Girl into just going over to Buckhorn and we're going to go to Cody Inn, grab some Chinese food, take it home, and we'll enjoy that. But right now it looks so nice just to see the open water. So I just dug out my new wireless microphone and I still want to do a review of that maybe once we are back to the marina. I just pulled this out because it is quite windy right here where I'm standing. So with my wind with the dead cat cover on here, it should help. Now it's not connected directly to the camera where I'm filming. It's recording internally on this unit here. So like I say, when I get a chance, I will give you guys a better understanding of how this all works. Yeah, but as I was saying, I just wanted to get down here and show you guys how much outflow, because since the snow is all melting rapidly, that water has to flow somewhere, and it's coming down in all these tributaries and little creeks and rivers are all flowing into larger bodies of water, and then they're all flowing down through the Trans-Severn Waterway, at least in this part of the world, and then heading that way towards Lake Ontario and ultimately the Atlantic Ocean. But you guys all know that already. Yeah, so beyond that little lesson, it's good to see that the water is open and it's flowing and hoo-ha. As I stand here today, it is the first full day of spring in 2025. It is March 21st. Yesterday, spring officially arrived yesterday at like 2 o'clock in the morning or something. So today is the first full day of spring, which is, again, it's nice. So we're only 3 months away from the first day of summer, but let's not push it. Let's slow the roll here a little bit. With the open water, it's nice. Now, where our marina is located, of course, I haven't been able to get there in the last number of weeks. And so I don't know what the conditions are like, but I am going to guess that the ice is melting quickly in the marina itself. As I mentioned in one of the last updates on the marina collapse, we are still scheduled to be launched at the regular time of year, and the regular time of year for us in this part of the world is end of April. So let's say 1 month from now, hopefully, fingers crossed, yeah, hopefully we'll be launched. So I have it written down in my calendar, I think the 23rd or 24th of April, which was my hope to date for a relaunch this year. And since, like I say, since all the damaged boats are out of the water now, I don't know what it looks like, but I'm eager to get back there and look at it and show you guys what it looks like. And since the boats are out of the way, they're supposed to be stored on land, not right where we park our boat, but close by, but still hopefully enough room for everybody to drive around to get to their boats, the undamaged boats, that is. So once they're finished cleaning up the marina, whatever debris is maybe still along the parking lots and the roads, chunks of wood or whatever, then they're going to be able to get into the swing of things to start recommissioning the marina. Of course, one of the big things is they're going to have to wait until it's not getting down below freezing at night, which it is right now, and this week coming up. So hopefully in another 3-ish weeks, maybe they can turn the water back on. That's not critical right now. I don't care if the water doesn't go back on until the boat's actually launched, but it would be nice to have the shore power back on as soon as possible, because I think I mentioned it before, I still want to do a little bit of polishing along the hull sides while the boat's lifted up in the air and it's accessible. Yeah, because I didn't do that last year, as you know, so it's needing being done. Let's put it this way. So I am hoping that the marina operators are able to get everything cleared up, cleaned up, and get the shore power on within the next couple of weeks. That would be awesome. And that would then give me hopefully still another couple of weeks before the boat's actually launched for me to get there on the warmer days and do what I got to do. So I'm really looking forward to that. Whew. Might be a little bit too much snow. Might be a little bit too much sun in the background. Don't say snow. So I'm just going to go over here. Oh, and then turn around. Alrighty. Yeah, so right now I am still filming on this remote mic, and actually technically I'm filming both on the camera as well as on this mic, and I think that the sound will be better coming from the mic, and so I'll just dub this sound from here onto here. But I just want to point out one thing. This mic has a noise canceling feature, and that's how I've been running it up until this point. So I just shut that off. It should still, yeah, it's still, yes, it's still recording. No, it still should be recording clear, but you should also now be picking up a little bit more of the running water, because the noise canceling should have gotten rid of that. And I'm just going to spin the camera around to show you what I'm talking about. So you should be able to hear more of that water flowing by there, because it's so nice to hear and it's so beautiful to see again. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah. Wow. Man, it's so nice. It's so incredible to see open water again. Now, just so everybody has their bearings straight, and maybe I'll just share a still photo with you as well. I'm just going to move up here for a better perspective. I'm just going to spin myself around, my body around the camera a little bit. So again, this is the lock, or sorry, the actual lock is just down there a few hundred feet at Fenelon Falls. This is the community of Fenelon Falls, and when we have been here in the past, we usually tie up along that wall, because that's what they call the power wall. There's shore power there, as well as running water if you want. And as we come this way, this is where the main small craft route for the Trans-Siberian Waterway flows through here. And of course, in the summer, this swing bridge would be swung into the open position. They have this closed all winter just for people to walk by, snowmobiles to cross, etc. So in the summertime, that bridge will be swung this way, And then the actual route for boats to go through is right through between that where it swings and that pile there, and then out onto Cameron Lake, and then beyond that Rosedale, and on and on and on, all the way up to Georgian Bay, and then past that as well. So like I say, it is beautiful to see the running water, or the water I should say. It's beautiful to see the water running and flowing and moving and doing its thing. Okay, I'm going to just say I'm done here for now. If I can get down to the bottom side and maybe get a couple of shots of the waterfall and the water going over, I'll capture that for you. But if not, I will see you on the next one. And of course, as soon as I can get back to the marina and back to Boogaboo, I'll let you guys know, and I will share that with you here. Alrighty? So, from open water in the background, hoo-hoo, here's to boating season 2025. It's not that far off anymore, folks. Alrighty, I'll see you in the next one. As always, leave me a comment. Yeah, and I'll see you when I see you. Alrighty, take care. Happy boating. Cheers. Well, as you can see, we made it down here to Buckhorn. It's only maybe, I don't know, 45-minute drive over from Fenelon Falls, so not too bad. And while Anchor Girl is in there getting our order of Chinese food, I am just gonna take a quick wander over to the lock, because it is literally a couple hundred feet away from the entrance. Well, it's straight across the road from the entrance into the Kw Inn. And I'm just gonna see what it looks like. And ooh, look at all the open water there on Upper Buckhorn Lake. That is so beautiful, so beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna shut you off for a second while I cross the road, because it's on a windy curve here, so I don't want to get nailed, so hold on. Yeah, I may have shown you this in the past when we were here with the boat, and there, the Kw Inn. I apologize for any wind noise, and right over here is the lock. Straight across the road. Okay, just ducked in behind the Buckhorn Lock sign, because it's still windy here too, clearly. And I didn't bring my remote mics. I'm sorry, I apologize. So I'm just gonna show you what it looks like here. Gonna give you a couple of shots of the lock itself. And maybe I can zoom in also to the Upper Buckhorn Lake, because yeah, it is beautiful. Oh man, I was saying to Anchor Girl, it's so nice to see the water, or sorry, the sun glintering across the open water, because when I was talking to you at Fenelon, she was sitting in the car. She had the window open the whole time, and when I came back, she says, "Oh, it's so nice just to hear the water rushing, the open water, and the yeah, it's like summertime again." Well, so I'm gonna head over to the lock now and show you what it looks like. But you should know what it looks like, because I've brought you here many times in the past. Yeah, so the lock itself is still frozen, as you can see, in this area here, but that's only because there's no water flowing through this space. The open water's on the other side of this little bit of land that sticks out. So yeah, I'm just walking across one of the lock gates here, the upper lock gates, and over to the land side. Now, I know I've said this a few years ago when we came here at this time of the year, and I said, no, we're not going to be here by boat this year, and we ended up being here by boat that year. And so let me just say this. I don't think we're not going to be here this year, if that makes sense. We don't know where we're going. We just know that we're going to be traveling as much as we can away from our marina, out in the water with the big boat. And so with fingers crossed, any luck, we hopefully will find our way down here this coming summer and beyond. Because I know a guy that's got a place just downstream from here, a really nice spot in Young's Point. I would love to head back there. We never made it back there last year, as you guys know. And yeah, I miss that place. So hopefully we can get back down there as well and get to here. And with any luck as well, I'm just speaking up because of the wind noise. I apologize again. Yeah, we can get on the wall here. Shore power. Woo! Chinese food. Nice. Again, just going to show you what the open water looks like right there. Anyways, I'm just noticing, making an observation that the water level is definitely really low here on the lake. And then of course in the lock chamber right beside, because they're going to be at the same level. I'm going to say that's down 3 feet, which is surprising. Sorry. I would have figured with all the runoff that the water level would have been higher. But again, of course, Parks Canada, who operates the Trent Severn Waterway, always drops the water at the end of the summer, at like the end of a season, in anticipation of lots of runoff in the spring, which is where we are right now. Yeah, so since Parks Canada is the ones that operate this whole system, and they are in charge of the water flow and the water heights and all that, again, I think they have really dropped the water at the end of last season, and they're not holding it back yet. But I'm sure they're gonna have to start doing that soon, because most of the snow is melted already. Yeah, well, whatever. Anyways, I'm sure they've got it all figured out. They've done this before. They've done this for over 100 years. So again, this is just some bonus material. I hope you enjoyed coming back to Buckhorn as much as I have enjoyed bringing you here, and as much as we are looking forward to really coming back this year. That would be awesome. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. It'd be great to come here and to be able to get on the wall and tie up and with some shore power for a couple of nights before carrying on to wherever. So before that wind comes blowing up again, I'm going to say thank you as always. I look forward to your comments as always, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers. Happy boating. Season's right around the corner. Woohoo. Cheers.